I'm WFLA's Amanda Hawley.
And I'm Gene Conrad.
And you're watching Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV. We're here at the outside hands-on workshops where pilots and young aspiring pilots are learning how to work on and build aircraft.
That's right, and so a lot of these young folks are going to learn everything there is from fabrication to engines to welding, so we just want to see and take a peek inside what they're learning.
So we just we're learning how to do fabrication on airplanes.
And you just built this?
Yeah, so we just took a class. We started with the metal frame, and we used the fabrication and learned how to iron it and put it on and glue it on.
And the instructor here kind of walked you through step by step. Tell me a little bit about that.
So he kind of told us about it and then showed us how to do it, and then we just put it together just like he did.
Yeah, so we actually just finished a project with Zenith. They did a really cool project for us to make a binder. So they showed us how to, they taught us how to drill these rivets in and shoot them. And we actually made a binder with some instructions of what it actually looks like to build the airplane. The guys are pretty knowledgeable, so I even asked them questions about, how does the kits come? Do they already come pre-drilled? And he said they did. So I'm like, wow, this is pretty easy. I mean, I think it's just kind of follow the instructions and you should be able to build an airplane.
We're here in the woodworking area, and we met a pilot who's actually learning how to do woodworksmanship, but you're not going to believe who I'm talking to. So let me introduce you to Captain Cool.
Hi, my name is Captain Jen Cool. I am a Czech pilot on the 737 for United Airlines, so I'm a flight instructor, basically, on the 737.
Awesome, and that's really her name. So Captain Cool, will you share with our audience a little bit about what you're learning here in this woodworking tools area?
So I'm here today. I have my best friend and my nephew with me, and we're learning how to make wooden ribs for a wood-built airplane. So one of the most basic structures of the plane. So we're starting with a pile of sticks, basically, and making a rib. I've been coming here for over 25 years. I'm volunteer most years, and every year I come, they're like, "Is your plane done yet?" And I'm like, "No, it's not," but that's okay. So someday I'm actually going to fly it down here and be like, "Finally, it's complete."
So it seems like a lot of folks out here at the hands-on workshops learned a lot. They had a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. They learned everything from how to start from square one or how to take an existing aircraft and fix it and improve it. And the one consensus we got from everybody is this is not going to be a 6 or 12 month project. So for sure, plan on more time unless you're retired. Bobby Giles.
Amanda Hawley for Aerospace Expo TV.
This is Nicholas Ianniti with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV, here celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo. And a lot of people always know that, the air show is fantastic to come to, but really this is just a great big fly-in. We have over 60 volunteers here on the Air Ops ground side to basically help people get parked. Let's come around and talk to a couple of them and see what it takes to get people where they need to go safely. Tell us a little bit about just maybe the process of somebody sitting at home, pilots watching, and they're like, I don't know, Sun and Fun flying, it looks cool, but I don't know if I want to deal with all that stuff. Maybe how bad is it? Tell us what happens.
Well, it's actually pretty easy. If you can read a NOTAM and pay attention and make a sign that tells us where you want to park, we pretty much handle you as soon as you turn off the runway onto one of the taxiways and follow our flaggers and our sorters, and we will get you to where you need to park.
So basically the big key is essentially just to kind of print out your own little placard of where you want to park.
Right.
Put that inside your windscreen as you're flying in, and then someone here is going to pick them up, come down, and then basically one of these marshalers, you'll convey where they're going.
Exactly.
And they're going to basically be marshaled to right where they're going to park.
We're all on a radio relay so that we know where you're at, where you're coming from, and who's got where you're going.
How many planes do you think you're going to park here over the week?
Oh man, all of them.
That's hundreds and hundreds of planes, Crab.
Pretty much.
Number one mission is to keep people and props apart. It's safety. Keep any plane that's moving around has a moving prop. We want to make sure that the general population is away from that aircraft eliminate all that danger, and then also keep the flow of traffic moving.
This morning, we actually had a group of our students go out and start you can see the striping. We have cones. We make sure that the ground is solid. So when we're bringing these aircraft in, we know that it's a solid surface.
Tell me a little bit about the cavalry. What's going on with that?
So the whole kind of idea of the cavalry is we're out here parking airplanes. So we have our marshalers out here behind the camera. You can't see them, but they're going to marshal them down the rows that we made here with the striping. And then once you get out of the airplane, turn the airplane off, mags are off, we're going to push you back into your parking spot and you can camp under your wing. We're also assisting with setting up all the demonstrations, all the signs that you see when you fly in. We're setting all those up for you. So it's just kind of whatever you need, call the cavalry and we'll be there.
27 years, yeah, I wouldn't be back if I didn't love it. So it's been a blast. We keep doing it because it's the second half of our name, Sun and Fun.
So as you can see, from the first point of contact with the marshals until you're tied down in your parking spot, everyone here, all the volunteers are absolutely ready to help, and safety is always the #1 concern. Thanks for coming along. We hope to see you out here at Sun and Fun. I'm Nicholas Enid with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.
I'm meteorologist Amanda Hawley from WFLA News Channel 8.
And I'm Gene Conrad from the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo. Excitement is building, Amanda, so join us for our March edition of Countdown to Sun and Fun.
It's Tuesday, March 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern with the latest updates and, of course, special guests.
And we're on the show, too.
Of course we are. That's the best part, Gene. So join us for Countdown to Sun and Fun on our YouTube and Facebook channels.
This is Nicholas Enid with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV. We're here at Paradise City waiting for Alina Scott, a 14-year-old who was soloed all the way from South Carolina here to Sun and Fun. Let's go talk to her. Okay, so we're here with Alina Scott. Alina just flew in from South Carolina, correct?
Yes, sir.
Alina, welcome to Sun and Fun. What an amazing story. You're only 14 years old. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been flying?
I've been flying since March of last year.
Okay, excellent. Tell us a little bit about your aircraft as well.
This is an Airlight 103. It has a Kawasaki 440 for an engine, and it's about 8 years old now.
Okay, 8 years old. So tell us a little bit about your flight. I understand there was a series of flights to get here. Why don't you tell us about that?
So I believe I did about 9 flights to get to Sun and Fun, and then I did, I think, 7 flights first, and then I drove over back to Marion County and did my last flight to Zephyr Hills, and then made a flight over to here.
Okay, and what kind of license do you currently hold right now?
None.
Okay, sounds good. What would you say to any other teenagers that's sitting at home watching this and they're thinking about flying in or even just starting to fly? What would you tell them?
It's definitely a really cool experience to be able to fly. But first, if you want to fly, you have to want to learn to fly. It's not like riding your bicycle where you can mess up a few times before you get it. It's like it's a process that you have to really want to do.
Yeah, were you nervous flying in there at all?
No, not really. Mainly because of my flight to Oshkosh, I've already had a lot of experience of just going from airport to airport.
Sure. What would you say was the most challenging part of getting here?
There was not many obstacles. It was a pretty calm flight, but there was a storm that came in, so we had to hightail it over here to make sure the airplane was tied down.
Sure. Okay, well, great. Well, you know what? We really do appreciate your time. Folks are here with Alina Scott. She is living proof you're never too old or too young to fly into Sun and Fun. This is Nicholas Enid with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.
Uh-oh, we're
Oh,
on.
gosh,
We were
have
just told we're on.
Yeah, we have
All
a
right.
different camera view.
I know, we've got, oh, look at that. That looks really good over there. We should
Oh,
stay
maybe do
zoomed
it
out
this
over
way.
there. Oh, yeah. That's good. How are you, Laura?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Guess how many days out are we?
I don't have a clue. I don't even look at the clock on the
Yes, you
wall.
do.
No,
Yes, you
I
do.
don't. I wait till it goes to 0.
Well, I'm going to put a special clock in your office tomorrow, so make
Thank
sure that
you.
you are seeing what the rest of us are seeing. And I think today it said 62 days
Oh,
and some amount of hours.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to really get busy on those zone passes.
Yes, okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. And we're talking about vehicle access passes. I think we touched on it just a little bit last time.
We did.
But there's a lot more to cover there.
Yeah.
So, hey everybody, glad you could join us today for a Volunteer Connect. Obviously, it is a busy, busy time for all of us. It's busy time here, for the team, for our early birds that are here getting the site ready and all these other events we're having,
And some yearly birds as well.
and yearly
really.
birds as
Yeah.
well. But also we know our chairman and other volunteers that are out there working diligently to put together your areas and get ready for our 51st Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo right here, April 1st through 6th, 2025. And we are going to turn up the what?
Fun.
At 51. There you go. All right. So we'll get kicked off today. I know Laura has quite a few things she wants to go over.
You just
So
kind of want to share some chairman information. You want to do that first, or you
Why
want to
don't
go over some of your
let's
notes
go.
first?
We'll go with some updates.
Okay.
Real quick. I know. First we have our first chairman's meeting Saturday.
We certainly
February
do.
1st, 10 a.m.
And we're also going to have some training after the meeting. If you would like to participate, you can go online and sign up, or you can just stop in afterwards if you attend the meeting. But we're going to be doing some training on the website. We have a number of new volunteer chairmen this year, and some may want a refresher. But we're also offering just for those new volunteers, the chairman, they can come over if they want to send a volunteer in their stead. We're just going to go over the operation of the credential equipment website. That's where you order your lunches and all of that. So we're going to be doing some pretty hands-on training there in the ICOF conference room upstairs in this building.
Following the chairman's meeting.
Following the chairman's meeting.
Which hopefully will be about 90 minutes. That's the goal. 90 minutes.
Well, we haven't even started putting it together
Yes,
yet.
we have. Wink, wink. What are you
Wink, wink.
talking about?
But the one thing that I would ask you, if you plan to attend the training after the meeting, or if you are attending another breakout meeting that's not in the school, please move your vehicle from the parking lot so they can lock the school up after we've concluded the meeting. So just depart the pattern there in the parking lot.
Depart the pattern.
Depart
I like
the
that.
pattern.
A little aviation
That is-
reference. There you
Yeah,
go.
well,
All right, good.
Okay.
All right, so give you some updates. Obviously, during our last Volunteer Connect and also during our Countdown Live, which was last week, we've given you a rundown on the air show performers and who we have coming at this point. Obviously, we know about the Blue Angels. We have the F-16 Viper demo team coming, F-35A demo team. We announced, I think 2 weeks ago maybe, the Growler demo team. So it's a 2-ship demo team, U.S. Navy, F-18 Growlers. They're the EA-18G Growlers. Anyway.
a lot of letters.
Yeah, they'll be here. We announced that, and we also are getting confirmation on an additional demo team that's looking to come. We can't announce that yet, but hopefully we'll do that here shortly. And also some cool statics that I got word of today.
Oh, cool.
Unfortunately, we can't announce yet, but as soon as we can do that, and it's confirmed 1,000%, we're going to get that out for everybody because there's some cool, unique stuff that is on the card for us this year. So we're excited about that. Also, we touched on it during the Countdown Live, but March 8th and 9th, so any volunteers, anybody who wants to participate can do it, but especially for our fly-in guests, people that will be flying in during the expo, on March 8th and 9th with our partners at Pilot Edge, we're going to have Sim and Fun. Now, what does that mean? Well, Sim and Fun, basically you're going to be able to get on, we'll send links out and more information about it here later, but March 8th and 9th, get on their flight simulation program, and you're going to be able to fly the approach into Lakeland for the fly-in, right, and
very
practice.
cool.
And so what's cool about this is that there are actually controllers from that FAA controllers that operate the Oshkosh Tower during their event and also our tower during Sun and Fun that will be FAA controllers on there that will be talking to our pilots that are participating in Sim and Fun.
And if I remember correctly, our procedures changed last year?
Yeah, so there was a new approach that was developed that was implemented last year with the NOTAM. So we're looking for the NOTAM hopefully to be out here in the next several weeks, but a new approach that takes our pilots over the top of Kermit Weeks Place off of I-4, then over the top of Sun Tracks right off the Polk Parkway, and then take them to the northern shore of Lake Parker, and then you take the approach and fly I-4 and then fly all the way into Lakeland.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to fly, using that simulator program, talking to real FAA controllers or retired FAA controllers, and then even all the way down to your landing, and then taxiing in. And I've been told that you're going to be able to see flag people on the ground as well, taking you all the way to parking.
Wow,
so
that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun for our folks. Also, we're working with, we are going to host the World Drone Soccer World Cup here during Sun and Fun. So what does that mean? So I have a
What
picture,
does that mean?
at least the logo of what it is. So we have our 2025 Drone Soccer World Cup tournament.
Okay.
It's going to be they're going to be doing it in the pavilion connected to this building, our outdoor pavilion where we have our tail dragger party. And so we're going to have teams, high school teams from around the world.
Will it be netted, or will it
Yeah,
have any
these
kind
are
of...
basically blow-up cages,
Okay.
right, that are netted for this drone soccer. It's kind of like Quidditch,
Someone
I've been
was
told.
asking me, so I
Yes,
thought I'd
kind of like
ask.
Quidditch from what's Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, boy,
Yes, I didn't watch those movies, but anyway, but I know about Quidditch.
My son did.
Yes, but anyway, so that'll be a cool addition for us. We're excited about that. But that'll be Thursday
Yeah.
and Friday.
Something new to experience.
Something
That'd be
new to
very
experience. And so obviously lots more to come. But as far as aircraft, air show performers, everybody's pretty much up to date on that. And obviously we'll have more for everybody too during our chairman's meeting
How about
on
our
Saturday.
new camping area on Airside? The new camping area.
Oh, Yak? Young Aviators Camp. I think we talked about a little bit about this last time, but for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, our new area called Yak Young Aviators Camp. We are inviting our young aviators 17 to 26. I'm getting the head nod, are the ages, and they're going to have their own camping area for aircraft campers flying right east of the island.
Okay.
So they're going to have their own little area so they can congregate, build some camaraderie for generations to come. But we're reaching out on our friends like at Embry-Riddle, our students there, FIT, up in Jacksonville, various colleges and whatnot, and universities. So we're going to be doing that and inviting our young folks to fly in and join us for the weekend.
How about helicopter parking? Do you want to touch base on that?
Yes. Oh, okay. Great. Thanks, Laura. Wow,
Hey,
you teed me up right there.
I'm
That's
just,
so good.
here to help.
Yeah. So if we can go to the map, we do have a change. So working with the FAA over the last several weeks as we're going through the NOTAM, if I can figure out how to zoom in here. There we go. Choppertown. We're going to talk about Choppertown here. So right here is Choppertown last year. This is last year's aerial photo, right where my hand is right now. So we have what we call the KTTW hangar or the Phantom hangar. Right here was Choppertown last year. The airport is working to build a hangar in this location. That'll be most likely the construction will have started prior to Sun and Fun. So we are looking to move across the taxiway here, Taxiway Echo, and park helicopters. Itinerant helicopter parking will be in this area where my big hand is right here on the aerial. So that will be a change. We had to coordinate that with the FAA because of the specific procedures that our helicopter friends have to access the airfield to get in here and park. And so it's still in close proximity. So it does affect general aviation parking a little bit. But as you can see, there's still plenty of area for them to park our day trippers that are coming in. But that is a change for us this year. And I know we'll be talking to our Choppertown chairman and our folks over there as well to